GFA.com. Listen live. Listen live. Listen live.
I love. We love your station. It's great.
Listen here. Listen here. Listen here. Ghana Talks Radio. Ghana Talks Radio. Ghana Talks Radio. GTR Sports. GTR Sports. Join us on GTR for global tidbits on soccer, tennis, boxing, and many other sporting activities.
What a good shot!
Tune in to GTR.
What a stadium, a stadium.
It's time for the Sported Beds on Ghana Talks Radio with me, Sandra Asante. So in today's stories, Mercedes has launched a 2022 Silver Arrow F1 Challenger. Is really exciting. And in Belgian Olympics today, IOC President, talking of Bash, has disturbed about Valiava's meltdown hit out at, entourage at the Belgians. It's really bad for that particular Russian skater to go through that particular treatment. So don't go anywhere. I'll be back with more stories for you. This is Sandra Asante, the host with the modest. Join me in an hour as for latest news in Ghana and across the world. This will be followed by Sported Bit, showbiz news, and music countdown. I also interview guests on the show. It promises to be a great show. Don't forget, you can also listen back by visiting our website, or why don't you take us in your pocket by downloading the Ghana Talks Radio app via Apple iOS and Play Store. Ghana Talks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
Ghana Talks Radio, #1.
You're welcome back from the break. So we're starting off as always with soccer, and Brazil international Douglas Costa has signed for Los Angeles Galaxy. The Major League Soccer club said that yesterday. So as the winger completed an initial loan move from Brazil's Grêmio, that will become the permanent deal to the end of the 2023 season. The LA Galaxy announced that the club has acquired midfielder Douglas Costa via a 6-month loan from Brazilian side Grêmio. The club said that in a statement. So the former Juventus and Bayern Munich forward scores 3 goals in 26 Brazilian Serie A appearances for Grêmio last season. He also a 3-time Bundesliga and Serie A champion. The 31-year-old returned to his home country in May 2021 but suffered relegation with the Brazilian side, and today Galaxy, yes, LA Galaxy has signed him. Away from that, the Ghana Football Association, GFA, has handed a 12-match ban to an assistant referee in the Ghana Premier League Match 16 game between Accra Lions and Mediama. The second assistant referee, Barnabas Amenyo, was adjudged to have wrongfully raised his flag for offside in a 20th minute, effectively ruling out a goal Mediama had scored. It's really bad. He wasn't actually waving the flag, but unintentionally the flag flew high. So footage showed that there was no offside incident anywhere, and the goal should have stood. That's what GFA said in a statement regarding the ban. So the assistant referee admitted that he made a mistake and that the goal should have stood. The match review panel ruled that the decision changed the course of the game, hence handed him a 12-match ban, not 1 or 5, 12 consecutive match. So the panel also ruled that Mr. Amenyo's understanding of the offside rule was questionable and recommended that he should be given further training after serving his suspension at the lower level division. So training after suspension, that's a serious issue. Away from that, ex-Ghanaian international, talking of Charles Taylor, has put his money on inform Asante Kotoko to last struggling Hearts of Oak when the two rivals clash in the Ghana Premier League this weekend. Yes, so he's supporting Betway. I know that. So the Fabians will on Sunday host the Porcupine Warriors at the Accra Sports Stadium in the first super clash of the 2021-2022 Ghana Premier League season. So this is what exactly Charles Taylor has to say concerning the match over the weekend.
Because
GTR Sports.
they were born to see Corner House of Folk near has Kotokwa. Ubian will wait my cousin has Vesha Kotoko. No, because Ubisa has players, Ubisa has management, Omaka Kotoko 4. Now, we go for my nature, say, as I had seen, never. Nina said, and I had to see a team, and in Kobona also former, and which me has, but that time, so what they say because you see, I wouldn't form one team because you know so no be all form cover because on one list you will with me the Japan show. They can't all form. That's a players no which me on the last man you shall name ya a team etene eba mo amuso second score team the punish team no and when me with the
So he's saying that, you know, the Asante Kotoko will be able to thrash out Hearts of Oak. Let's see that this weekend, Sunday, at the Accra Sports Stadium in their first Super Clash of the 2021-2022 Ghana Premier League season. Away from soccer stories in tennis today, tennis number one, our very own Novak Djokovic, said he has unfinished business at the Olympics and will be gunning for gold at Paris 2024. Adding that he is keen to return to Australia despite his deportation this year. Djokovic's quest for an Olympic gold in Tokyo ended in a semi-final defeat to Germany's Alexander Zverev, marrying an otherwise stellar 2021 in which he won the first 3 Grand Slams and reached the final of the 4th. So he is saying that even after deportation, he's looking forward to return to Australia. I hope by then the COVID might be gone so that he wouldn't have any issue with Australian government. So a day after his loss to Zverev, he went down to Spain's Pablo Carreno Busta in a bronze medal match to return empty-handed from Japan. And it is really unfortunately that it happened. And he said that I rewound my match with Zverev in Tokyo many times, trying to figure out what went wrong. I played superbly up to that point, but I did fail. I was running on fumes, both mentally and physically. And the chance that he had also at Australian Opens too, he wasn't able to unleash his skills and all the training he has been putting in when, you know, he was deported due to the COVID, restriction saga. Still on tennis, but away from Djokovic, Norway's Gasper Ruud withdrew from the ATP 500 clay court tournament in Rio. Yesterday after suffering an abdominal injury. That's what organizers are telling us today. So Ruud, who won his 7th ATP Tour title at the Argentina Open last weekend, pulled out shortly before his second round match against Francisco Carundolo was able to even happen. So the 23-year-old said he picked up the muscle problem while playing against Diego Schwartzman in the final of the Buenos Aires. He said that it was one moment I made in the final last week when playing against Diego. In one of the last 2 games, I did a twist that caused a strain in my abdomen. The tournament here in Rio was really nice to me. They gave me a Thursday debut to give more time to recover, but unfortunately it was not enough time. So world number 8, Ruud, earlier suffered an ankle injury that forced his late withdrawal from the Australian Open last month. It's not been good for him this season. We hope he gets better and fit to come back play for us. So in athletics today, the World Anti-Doping Agency WADA today accused the Court of Arbitration for Sports CAS of ignoring the World Anti-Doping Code when it upheld the Russian Anti-Doping Authority's decision to lift the provisional suspension of Russian teenage figure skater. I'm talking Kamila Valieva at the Beijing Olympics. They are having issues even after she being 4th in her race yesterday. So away from Valieva for now, Olympic 1,500 meter champion, I'm talking of Jacob Agebristien, broke the world indoor record for the distance on a Thursday night in another display of the speed and strength that suggests his Tokyo success was only a start. So he broke a record yesterday night and is really trending throughout today because most of the people around the world is really impressed by his performances. If you just join us, you are listening and watching on Facebook the Sported Bit on Ghana Talks Radio. In cricket stories, cricket will make a comeback at the Asian Games, yes, in Hangzhou later this year, but India, the game's financial engine, is unlikely to field teams owing to existing commitments. So it will be having a comeback in Hangzhou this season, and it's exciting for us. In motorsport today, Mercedes on particular Friday, took the wraps of their 2022 Formula One Challenger, which they hope will allow my favorite Lewis Hamilton to take back the driver's crown while also steering the team to an unprecedented ninth straight constructors championship. So the F1 W13 has been designed to F1's radical new rules aimed at improving wheel-to-wheel racing and features the cleaner swept back aerodynamics and bigger 18-inch wheel of the new era. If you're watching on Facebook, you can see how amazing that car is. So the car, which will be driven by Hamilton and new teammate George Russell, who moves up from Williams, also has a return of Mercedes' traditional silver livery after the team-run black color scheme in stand against racism for the last 2 seasons. So that's what the boss, Toto Wolff, said. The hopes are, first of all, that we have the competitive car. We don't know whether we are even in the hunt for another little. My hope is that the car goes fast and that Lewis and George are happy with how it drives, and that will be a good starting point. Of course, it will be a good starting point for Lewis and George to be able to see if they'll be able to win with that particular new car. So Mercedes have dominated the last rules era, which began with the introduction of the turbo hybrid power until units that happened in 2014 on that. Still on motorsport, but away from the brand new car, Australian Michael Massey has been replaced as Formula One race director in the wake of the title deciding safety car controversy in the season-ending Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. In the governing FIA's new president, they said that to us today. So Massey, who will be offered a new role within the FIA, will replace Niall Richard and Eduardo Freitas, who will share the race director job as part of their wider reconstructing of the sports refereeing process unveiled on Thursday by the governing body president Mohammed Ben Sulayem. So you see, they happen for that, getting this new particular replacement. Freitas and Richard will alternate in the race director role as part of the new race control management team, which will be in place in time for the first preseason test in Barcelona on 23rd of February. So look forward to that as well. So they will be assisted by FIA stalwart Michael Herbie-Blash, who will return as permanent senior advisor, having retired in 2016 after 50 years in report. So that's how it is happening for that. My favorite part of the segments on the sport tidbit, the Beijing Olympics. I'm really adoring this particular, event because participants are really putting in their all. They are outperforming to grab gold, silver, and bronze as well. So our first Beijing Olympic story is the Kremlin. Yes, the Kremlin on Friday responded to comment by the Olympic chief in which he said he was disturbed watching Russian teen skater Kamila Valieva crumble under pressure and, hit out at the 15-year-old coach for her chilling reaction. So in a press conference earlier today, International Olympic Committee IOC President Thomas Bach said that he had been disturbed watching Valieva aerofield fourth place performance in the women's single Thursday night. It was really devastating because the position we were looking forward for her to get it, she couldn't get that. So Bosch also said that he was confounded by her coach's harsh reaction afterward and called for government to look into the role of entourages around young athletes on that. So the Kremlin hits back by saying that the harshness of Valieva's coach won a medal. So Thomas Bach is very authoritative person in the sports world, and of course we respect his opinion, but we do not necessarily agree with him. That's what spokesman Dmitry Peskov told the reporters on the conference call later today. It's really devastating that Kamila has to go through all this in terms of competing currently. Is really disturbing for her. But away from Valieva, China's snow princess Eileen Gu's dominant win in the half pipe at the Beijing Olympics today added to the country's best ever gold medal tally at Winter Games, with freestyle skiing accounting for half of the host podium, topping finishes. So with 8 gold and 14 medals in all, China showed a huge improvement from 4 years ago in Pyeongchang, where they only took home 1 gold. So this season has been great for them. We can remember that the president of China said that even if they don't get any more medals, he wouldn't be disturbed because they greatly perform in Tokyo, but they have really impressed the president on that. So aided by goals, 2 wins, a big air and half pipe, the country leveled with the United States in the 3rd place for gold medals with just days left in the game. So we're looking forward to what will be wrapping up, who will be taking on the overall number of medals on the medal table. So away from that, Ukrainian bobsledder Lydia Honko has tested positive for prohibited substance during the Beijing 2022 Olympic Games. The International Testing Agency ITA saying that today. So Honko, who finished 20th in the women's monobob, is the 3rd athlete to test positive during the game. The ITA says she tested positive on 14th February in the Yangtze, where the competition took place, and she had been suspended provisionally. That's really bad. So the ITA in charge of the doping test during the Olympics said that the athlete has also had the right to request the analysis of the B samples as well. So her team could not be immediately reached for comments. Definitely, they don't want to talk about any bad thing. Away from that, sad testing, doping issue. First-time Olympian Ryan Regis of Switzerland dominated the final men's sky across race to win gold on Friday at the Beijing Games, while fellow Swiss skier Alex Fever claimed silver. I was actually going to take the remaining bronze, but someone took it away from me. So Regis led from the start, zooming over the technical section at the start, of course, and pumping his long leg to put plenty of distance between him and the rest of the pack. So speaking to reporters after the final, Regis said that his face was sore from smiling so much after winning gold. It's not easy winning gold because it entails a lot of effort, determination, and dedication to win a gold medal. So he continues saying that you just sky as hard as you can. When it is the finish line, you can see the shadow on the floor, and it's sunset. You don't see anyone else. So I knew this is going to be it. It was incredible. I just won. Of course, I'm telling him he just won. So silver medalist Fever said that he was given a warning after his quarterfinal race where he battled Italian Simone De Romide. So we look forward to that as well. So away from that, Brad Gushu, yes, walked away with a medal on his return to the Olympic stage after leading Canada to victory over the United States to win bronze in the men's curling competition at the National Aquatic Center today. So the Canada's crew style of play managed to contain the opponent's exuberance, and they sealed 8-5 victory after U.S. skip, I'm talking of John Chusta, the reigning Olympic champion, gave up a steal of 2 in the 9th end, and his team fell 3 points behind. So Gushu said that he went through the roller coaster of emotions in the last 24 hours, going from losing to Sweden in the semi-finals on Thursday night to claim a podium finish on Friday afternoon. So we are really feeling amazing that he has been able to rise up from that Sweden fail to take from USA today. So he said that I hope I'm done crying. I have shed way too many tears in the last 24 hours. I haven't cried this much since my kids were born. Of course, it's really, really amazing. It has this beautiful feeling when you're able to reach out your dreams, the ones that you've been looking forward throughout your entire life. So Gushu skipped Canada to gold at interim 2006, but had to wait 16 years to compete at the games again, and he was appreciative of getting to experience another Olympic despite admitting his team were not at their best. So indeed, I'm telling you today, don't ever give up. Keep on and seeing that your dreams may come true and reach out the particular level that you're looking forward to attain something. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching live on Facebook, the Sport Tidbit on Ghana Talks Radio. Stay tuned for the 28th countdown. Don't forget that we tell you that stand a chance of winning up to a guaranteed 200 Ghana cedis. Yes, from us, Ghana Talks Radio, in our Predict and Win game. Watch it any football match, predict and get a guaranteed 200 Ghana cedis. Yes, visit our website www.ghanatalksradio.com for details on this information. I'll be back soon. My name is Sandra Asante.
This is Ghana Talk.